You are doubtless familiar with the remarkable experiments in psychotherapeutics conducted at the Salpêtrière in Paris, and you will readily understand me when I say that, prior to your recovering consciousness in the presence of the Mandarin Ki Ming, you had received your hypnotic instructions. These were to be put into execution either at a certain time, duly impressed upon your drugged mind, or at a given signal." "It was a signal," snapped Smith. "Ki Ming stood in the court below and looked up at the window," I objected. "In that event," snapped Smith, "he would have spoken softly through the letter box of the door." "You immediately resumed your interrupted trance," continued McCabe, "and by hypnotic suggestion impressed upon you earlier in the evening, you were ingeniously led up to a point at which, under what delusion I know not, you fired at Mr. Smith. I had the privilege of studying an almost parallel case in Simla, where an officer was fatally stabbed by his khitmatgar, a most faithful servant, acting under the hypnotic prompting of a certain fakir whom the officer had been unwise enough to chastise. The fakir paid for the crime with his life, I may add. The khitmatgar shot him 10 minutes later." "I had no chance at Ki Ming," snapped Smith. "He vanished like a shadow, but has played his big card and lost. Henceforth he is a hunted man, and he knows it. Oh!" he cried, seeing me watching him in bewilderment, "I suspected some Lama trickery, old man, and I kept closely to the arrangements proposed by the mandarin, but kept you under careful observation." "But, Smith, I shot you. It was impossible to miss." "I agree. But do you recall the report?" "The report? I was too dazed, too horrified by the discovery of what I had done." "There was no report, Petrie. I am not entirely a stranger to Indo Chinese jugglery, and you had a very strange look in your eyes. Therefore I took the precaution of unloading your Browning." CHAPTER 29